So, anybody been following this story lately? Because I sure have. Well, not really. I learned about it only about a day or two after the real actual story broke. If you don't know what that actual story is, it is the whole NSA scandal. Now I know it's been about 2-3 weeks maybe since that actually happened, since it actually started, but I at least think I should throw my hat into there and give my 2 cents. Now, what was the NSA scandal? It was when Edward Snowden, who I actually respect for coming out and telling us this because he knows it's fucking wrong, when he admitted that there were phone companies who were giving over the contents. Sorry, I don't think off the top of my head like I really should. It is way early in the morning here where I live, so I'm fucking tired. So anyway, that they were handing over the contents of calls and web searches over to the federal government. Why? To search for terroristic threats. Such a vague and broad term, isn't it, folks? I don't know if it's just me or I really have no reason to hide. Well, I don't have anything to hide. All my web searches are the same shit I usually look up on a daily basis. All my phone calls are appointments for my dentist, my whatever. Hell, most of my phone calls are usually appointments for job interviews, which I've been doing to recently is look for employment. So, wish me luck on that, folks. Anyway. As a side note, I don't really like Gatorade, but it's cheap at the local convenience store where I buy it, so there you go. Alright. So, as I was saying. By the way, this kinda eliminates any credibility Barack Obama really had as a president after the first 4 years of his presidency. It really does. Whatever credibility he had left was gone like that. Oh, and don't forget, this also makes you, Barack, look like a fucking liar. By the way, I'm not shocked that politicians lie. That's something everybody should know by now. That's why I didn't vote in the 2012 election. That's why I'm not going to vote in the 2016 election. That's why if I give my support to a political party, I lost my faith in either of the two big parties a long time ago, like 2-3 years ago at the most. That's why if I were ever to vote for someone, it would be someone who's not just saying, family values, family values. Well, I don't vote for those I don't support those family values type motherfuckers anyway. They're all a bunch of fucking hypocrites. And I don't support these people who say, we're gonna change America when we're really not. And why does this whole scandal make Barack Obama a liar, you ask? Back in 2007, during his first bid as president, he said he would end George Bush's wiretapping. He fucking lied to us. Like I said, that shouldn't come as a shocker. It's only just a ramping up of the wiretapping that Bush already was doing. And guess what? There are politicians from both sides of these big parties in Congress who think there's absolutely nothing wrong with trampling over a constitutional right. They see nothing wrong with this whatsoever. Let that sink in for a minute. Let it really sink in. I'll give you a second to let it sink in. Just the utter hopelessness and depression and absolute crushing of hope it does. Oh. How I wish the circumstances were different. Do I wish the circumstances were different? Yeah, kind of. But will they ever be different? No. It's just a sad fact of life that the politicians think that they know what's good for us more than we know what's good for us. And I want to ask the people watching this video out there, Do you know what's good for you, or do you think the politicians know what's good for you? I'll let you I'll let you think about that for a second. I'll let you figure that out. I'll let you answer the question yourselves. I'll just screw around over here. Oh, and a pair of scissors. I cut my hair. Alright. Alright, so you've finally come to an answer? If you answered, yes, I know what's good for me, 'cause that's my own personal decision, then congratulations. You're an intelligent person. You're an actual thinker. But if you answered, no, I think the politicians know what's good for me. They know it a lot better than I do. If you answered that, I have something to tell you, and it may not shock you at all. You're a fucking idiot. And I don't rescind that statement either. Anyone who thinks the politicians know what's good for them more than they know, more than what you know is good for you, is a fucking moron. I don't have that much faith that... Oh, and I should bring up the comparisons that there's... Well, it's 1980... Well, it's not as harsh as 1984. Is it pretty fucking bad? Yes. Is it 1984 with the thought police bad? No, not really. It's just really fucked up and stupid. That's all it really is. And that's all it really will be. I'm not even gonna lie. Did I take... You know what the biggest mistake I made was that I actually believed Barack Obama could be a competent president. That's probably the worst thing I could have ever decided in my entire life. Because look where it's gotten us now. Well, I'm not the one to solely blame for this. There's a bunch of other people who finally realized, hey, Barack Obama's doing a fucking shitty job as president. The fucking Democrats are a bunch of spineless pussies, and the Republicans are the same fucking jack-offs that they always have been. And it's never changing. That's why I believe it was like, what, back in 2012, 2011, late 2012, early 2000, no, late 2011, early 2012, sorry. I fucking, I'm a fucking giblet head. Or whatever the term is. Anyway, I'm a fucking moron sometimes. I started realizing that things are never going to change unless we start electing people who are in third parties. There is a such thing. There are such options, folks. You should go out there and seek some, because they make a lot more sense than the bullshit that's being pumped out now. They really do. And they actually have a good idea for where they want this country to go. The third partiers are the people who know where they want this country to go, and that's in a right direction. More than these morons who think, well, if we make this illegal, if we start doing this more, if we start being stricter on our laws and blah, blah. No, you don't know what's good for the people then. You are just a fucking idiot who does not know the first damn thing about the people you're supposed to govern. As a president, well, I don't even know if president's really considered a government, as a governing of any sort. But, well, I do, but that's me. In short, this whole thing just infuriates me. It really does. And when I say that I have nothing to hide from the U.S. government, I really don't. It's just so fucking pathetic how they think they need to hold our hands through every single situation we go through in life. We don't need to, unless you really need the assistance from the government, that's fine. But that doesn't mean that we should all have our hands held by some politician who treats us all like a bunch of fucking kindergartners. 'Cause we're not. We're smart, intelligent people. We are grown-ups here, and we can think for ourselves. See a problem there? I don't. I really don't. Maybe they do because they can't easily bullshit us like someone can easily bullshit a little kid. See, that's a thing. We can read between the bullshit. That's our greatest asset. That intelligent thinkers, that critical thinkers out there, when it comes to politics in America, that's our greatest weapon, is that we can read between the lines and see that this is a steaming pile of bullshit. Or at least something is a steaming. Violent video games and stuff, that's a pile of bullshit, and they know it. Oh, every little argument for every little thing out there is just bullshit upon bullshit. It's covered in sprinkles and presented as some Happy Gilmore truth when it's really not. Whether you agree with me or not, that's fine. But I implore you, I really do, to actually think. Think before you read some statement that says, Barack Obama says this long-winded and longly worded whatever mabob speech about whatever. Because there's such thing as paraphrasing, and read between the lines when you know that someone's bullshitting you or not. Politicians these days do. Well, they always have. As for me, I'm probably just going to stay away from voting for anybody at all until the people in this country wake up and realize that neither party has their best interest in there for them. They're only interested in what they can gain from themselves. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.